אני רוצה לברך את כולם, במיוחד שי בבד, מנכ"ל משרד האוצר וראש העיר ירושלים, ניר ברקת, וגם רוצה לברך את כל מארגני הוועידה בטיסה הראשונה הזאת, כלכליסט ובנק הפועלים ויונייטד איירליינס, ולברך את יונייטד איירליינס על הטיסה הישירה החדשה לסן פרנסיסקו, משהו שאני מאוד עודדתי אותן להתחיל, ועכשיו אני חושב שאנחנו רואים שהשמיים הם הגבול, כפי שאומרים, במה שאפשר להשיג, אז כל הכבוד לכולם. ובשעה כזאת אני אמשיך את דבריי באנגלית ברשותכם. It's a pleasure, it's an honor, and it's very exciting to be here with some of the great leaders of the Israeli high-tech sector, some of the most productive and dynamic companies in the Israeli economy. The quality of the people on this flight speaks volumes about the talent and the initiative that exists within Israel, and that makes Israel such a major world-recognized center of innovation, perhaps second only, if I can brag just a little bit, to Silicon Valley, where we're headed. Israel and the United States have this deep, special relationship. It's, of course, in our securities ties because of those shared interests, our common values of two democracies, our people-to-people ties. But I think the growth potential in this relationship is in the economic sphere, and especially in the high-tech sphere, where there's really synergies that make the two sectors more powerful by combining their efforts. I don't think there's any other a relationship in the world that's producing as much collaborative innovation as that between America and Israel. It's really a one ecosystem separated by an ocean and an 11 or 14-hour flight. And now it's a little bit closer because of this flight. But we see it in so many fields, consumer electronics, medical devices, agriculture and water, and life sciences, military technologies. In so many of these fields, Israeli scientists and entrepreneurs are working hand in hand with American investors and American partners, and they're both producing more innovation as a result of it. One of the things I admire most about Israelis, Israeli entrepreneurs in particular, is they're not satisfied. They're always trying to push to take things to the next level. This is, I think, the real something that they have in common with Americans, but it's also where there's a real competitive advantage by combining these the Israeli and the American sectors. USIsrael Partnerships are what are going to help U.S. companies help Israeli innovation go global, and help have Israeli innovation help make American companies more globally competitive and give them that edge. So that's the real opportunity that I see for Israeli firms to partner with U.S. investors and U.S. companies to compete in emerging markets. That's the model that's worked well for a lot of companies, and I think it's smart, using the United States as a platform, either as a partner with a U.S. firm, or by establishing a U.S. subsidiary. So the bottom line is that the U.S. and Israel are natural partners to compete together on most emerging technologies and take them to a global scale. The U.S. has enormous development and marketing capabilities, a huge market and lots of investors. Israel has these amazing innovations that just come out of it one after another. If you put the two together, you really get the next generation of technology and you turbocharge it. Now, Israeli technology companies, like many on this plane, are looking at the United States as a premier business location and a prime source of partners and a springboard into global markets. And we want to reach these firms and help them to establish a commercial presence in the United States. And that's why I want to talk just for a minute about the Select USA program. This is a program that our embassy sponsors, or our embassy participates in under the U.S. Commerce Department. In your red packets that you got before you boarded the flight, there's a folder that explains about the Select USA program, which is designed to help foreign companies, in this case Israeli companies, find opportunities to invest and set up a presence in the United States. Select USA was established by President Obama in 2011, and it's designed to facilitate business investment in the U.S. And our commercial section at the embassy has experts who have all the tools and knowledge that can help Israeli firms who want to locate in the United States. This June, I will lead for the second year in a row an Israeli delegation of Israeli companies to a Select USA Summit in Washington. It's June 19th to 21st. And this will give any Israeli company that comes along the opportunity not only to meet many other companies from around the world, but to meet with the economic development authorities of all 50 states and many localities and look for the most competitive opportunity for you to set up your U.S. headquarters or expand a U.S. presence if you already have one. And you don't even have to leave Washington, D.C. You can meet with all of these state economic development authorities in one place. The theme of this year's conference is the innovation advantage. And so specifically, the states and localities are looking for innovative companies to set up or expand their presence. I really want to encourage any company that is thinking about setting up or expanding their U.S. presence to sign up to join our delegation. There's information in your packet, or please come see me during this flight or during our time on the ground in California. And we'd love to top last year's Israeli delegation. Last year we brought 15 companies. My goal is to bring close to 25 Israeli companies this year. We're at least halfway there. So I invite any of you to join us in June in Washington. Thanks everybody, and good luck, and have a great flight and a great successful visit to California. Thank you.